All right, what's up, everybody? This is Stonkington, and today I wanted to put together a quick video on my trading style, recap a couple trades from this past week. Nothing in this video is meant to be a buy or sell recommendation. This is just a video on some trades we took, and just want to make sure that everyone following along in our Discord room knows kind of how to get the best value of what I'm adding to the conversation as we're trading each day. So for me, mainly I am a futures trader. And I've mentioned, I'm using options flow, dark pool, gamma on the indices to give myself an edge. Reading a futures chart, I'm very focused. It takes a lot of concentration. So I've mentioned when I take an options trade, it's because I see something really unusual in the options flow and I can swing it, because for me, scalping futures intraday, it takes the majority of my concentration, so I just really don't have the bandwidth to be managing an options position. That's why I mainly pick options I would want to swing. But to just quickly break down, I have pulled up barchart.com. This is one of the bookmarks in our Discord room. We have a bunch of different bookmarks for our users, kind of just to get an idea of some of the resources that we use. But here, this quickly breaks down, the indice futures contract specifications. So, there's kind of this, I don't know if you want to call it a stigma, but just that futures can be super risky. And so I think it's important to just understand, the tick and point size and because risk management will be important. So here we have the top ES, 1 point size being $50 and each tick being $12.50, so 4 ticks to make up that $50 per point. And then similar on the NASDAQ, that's kind of the one that I trade the most, is $20 per point, $5 per tick. And I mention often to our Discord members that there's nothing wrong with trading micros, where you'll have kind of 1/10 of that, so $2 per point on the NASDAQ and $5 per point on the ES, on the micros, MES and MNQ. So important as a futures trader to know, what you're risking and what your potential rewards are. So to jump into some charts here, this is one that was a trade from yesterday, and just wanted to highlight the value of the dark pool here on SQQQ. So one of the things that has really helped my trading is being able to watch a ticker that moves inverse to the instrument that I want to trade. So for the NASDAQ, my preferred one to watch is always going to be SQQQ. And we saw this dark pool come in yesterday, a small percent of average 30-day volume at 0.49%. But after I've been watching these dark pools come in for multiple years, I know that a small dark pool on SQQQ will matter. If this was 0.49% of average 30-day volume on Apple or Microsoft, for me it would have just been an ignore. But in this case, because it was SQQQ, I immediately threw it on my chart. I'm watching SQQQ every day, and I have it next to the NASDAQ chart here. So it's can be helpful, say for example, if you're someone who's looking to always be a bull, and you're looking for, you have an easier time reading charts that go up. If you're watching SQQQ and that's the one that's moving up, you would be looking to either just wait for a better setup or potentially be looking to go short. So yesterday when the dark pool came in, I always want to give the dark pool a chance to kind of show its hand, or basically give me an indication of whether it's going to be used as support or resistance. So when the dark pool came in, I was waiting, and you can see here when we went to retest, this is exactly where SQQQ rejected, and you can see I got the timing synced up here across the two charts. 10:20 a.m. market time was where we got long in our Discord room on the NASDAQ. So this was our entry candle, which happened to line up exactly with SQQQ. So that was one reason for me to get into the trade. The other piece that gets me into trades is just reading price action. And I kind of have a style where I am taking bits and pieces from different traders' price action theory and applying it to my own trading. So the two that I've found the most useful is Albrooks and ICT. So I use kind of my own combination of both. So if you wanted to learn, the ins and outs of reading price action from either of those, it's going to be work I would recommend, doing on your own, bunch of videos, bunch of books. But, I share with the pieces that have given me an edge to our traders in our Discord group, and then add in options flow and gamma and dark pools live each day to kind of give traders what I'm seeing in the price action and trade ideas. So we mentioned, this pullback right here lined up with a rejection of the SQQQ dark pool. But the other things that I was seeing at that time is, ICT has his fair value gap, which we traded down into one here. That was this candle's wick high to this candle's wick low on the first pass through. We left that imbalance there. So we came down, we filled it, and we got the bounce. The other piece that I would be using would be Al Brooks' price action theory, where he's watching a 20 EMA. He's looking for chart patterns and signal bars, which can be, I talk a lot about candles closing on their highs or the lows, depending on the wicks, and then chart patterns. And basically you're looking to just follow, what are we're going up against the fastest, best, smartest computers, best traders. So we just want to be making every attempt we have to, follow the smart money and copy their trades if possible, or at least tag along for a part of it. So, Al Brooks would be looking for a consolidation above the EMA with some sort of falling wedge flag pattern. ICT, looking for a pullback into this fair value gap, which we get to almost to the tick. And then just to, we're in replayed mode, but just to kind of show the way that these futures contracts move, if we throw out a buy, you can see that these move very quickly, and having a stop or, moving up stops, scaling out. I'm always looking for very short-term trades, and just, being aware of risk management and getting in, getting out. So for me, it was, this was a quick trade to just scalp, get in, and I got out on this little pullback, and then just kind of watching. This is an Al Brooks lesson of just, when you get stuck in a trading range, unless you are, a really experienced trader and you're buying the lows, selling into the highs, this is most likely going to be something I would be sitting out and just waiting for more price action. But just recapping quickly this trade on the NASDAQ, for me, using the dark pool on SQQQ, and then using a combination of Al Brooks and ICT's price action theory, that was kind of what got me in and out of this trade. So the other one that I wanted to recap quickly here was going to be on the ES and then using SPXU. So I'm going to pull those up here, get this all set up. This was a trade from Thursday where we got a big move down, and we actually I had put out on Twitter when this SPXU dark pool came in, and let's see, so that was here on Thursday, July 11th. SPXU got a decent sized dark pool, 3.5% average 30-day volume at 2666, which was right here. So we were watching for this dark pool to kind of show its hand, and again, this is one where if the SPXU is moving up, this is the ProShares Ultra Pro Short S&P 500, we'd be looking for the ES or SPY SPX to be moving down. So we got the dark pool that came in on SPXU, and then we also saw a bit of a bear flag setup that we were tracking in our Discord room. We were looking at this chart. This is kind of like more of an Al Brooks price action theory where he's looking for patterns, trend line breaks, and then the other thing, we talk a lot about 5-minute candles closing on their lows and then looking for breaks below. So we had this 5-minute candle close right on its low, no buying wick, and then this break below, bears would be adding with the break of a bear flag, and then just kind of we really pick up momentum Al Brooks would be thinking, okay, bears are adding on each break of a 5-minute candle that closes on its low, and then just kind of moving up stops. So this one was a good example of, once we saw us moving above the SPXU dark pool here, we got a big push up, which had us leaning short, looking at a downtrend day for the rest of the day there on Thursday. So this is just kind of a quick recap on my trading style, some of the things that I use to get an edge. And, we're making these call outs live each day in our Discord room, where our members can benefit from our reads on charts, dark pools, gamma, exposure, options, flow. So I thank you for taking the time to check this out, and hope we get to see you in our Discord room. Thanks.